And introducing our players in the upper right, playing a very solid game, but losing too many of his workers. Let's see if he can do better this time. His ID is
OGS Pin.
Meanwhile, in the bottom left starting location, showing, I think, some of the best Protoss first turn I've ever seen in all his games today. His ID is
Turtle Party.
All right. I'm really excited to see which openings both players choose. Will Finn do a very aggressive opening? You know, this is like the 1-1-1 map in the GSL. If you're going to go for a 1-on-1, this is oftentimes the map you'll do it on. For Protoss, you know, you have to decide. It's a hard decision. Some people will go for a one gateway robo, and that's going to allow them to know what their opponent's doing and try to counter it. But your economy is going to be a bit weaker. Some players will go for that very fast Nexus off of one gateway. But in that case, sometimes at 1-1-1, you just can't stop it because you don't have any sort of splash damage and you're trying to deal off with just gateway units. And then, of course, there's always the slight chance that you'll do some sort of all-in. You know, we're not going to see that nearly as much, but something like a Void Raid 3-gate all-in sometimes will catch a 1-1-1 player and just kill him.
You also got to be very careful how you move around the map when it does get to mid-game and late game, because there's so many ways to flank.
Well, that's very true. We don't see as many games going that late, but this game we very well may, because as Parting has just scouted, Finn did not get a gas. So it's really looking like Finn actually just wants to fast expand, which we don't see too often, but more lately we've seen more and more Terrans say, hey, I'm just going to play this game a little bit longer on this map.
Well, you know, this is one of these meta things where, oh, I see, he's going to try to hide under that tree.
He did that last game.
Smart.
Yeah, it worked out last game. Scout at least. You know, Parting is getting a second gas. So what is he going to do here? I wonder if he's going to go maybe for that crazy 2 Colossus push.
I don't see why not. I mean, in the last game, he just attacked.
I think he's actually might. I think he might.
Let's do it.
Because, you know, and it's actually, no, he's getting a sentry right away. Still might be a robo opening, though, but it most likely will not be the Colossus one that we saw before, because that sentry eats up some very crucial gas that you need. But this is a very safe opening overall, the safest opening for Protoss in this matchup, this gate robo gate. Sometimes against a build like this from Finn, it can get you behind economically a bit.
You can do that immortal push, though.
That's true, but Finn's actually going for that 5 racks again.
Ooh.
Now, if he had actually chosen for the ranged Colossus thing, that just kills this build.
Oh, yeah.
If you have 2 ranged Colossus against someone who's going 5 racks Marines.
It's so funny.
Oh, man. It's like you can just attack, move, and
it's like War of the Worlds.
Oh, it's even worse, man, because you know what? The Colossus is a robot and no one comes outside and gets sick.
To be honest,
water.
nobody, I don't think it can get worse than War of the Worlds, man. That movie sucked.
Actually, parts of it were good. Like the ending.
Parts of it were good.
Ending didn't make me too happy.
The ending sucked.
I didn't like how they ended it.
Why did the kids live?
And I didn't like that the kids lived. Yeah,
the kids. I wanted the kids to die.
That's actually the important part, is that the kids lived.
I was like when the kid runs up, and I'm like, okay, wow, like, you know, he's losing his family and stuff.
Yeah, that's too bad.
And then I'm like, well, that's, you know, I guess this, you know, kind of, it's about humanity and
Would
everything.
it not have been better if, like, just, hey, yeah, your son died. He did something stupid.
Yeah,
he shouldn't have done that.
He should have stayed with you.
You know what? When aliens invade the Earth, I'm not going to be going off and off to fight them. You kidding me?
No, man.
Away.
We're going to hide.
Hiding. I will dig a hole in the ground.
I will actually betray the human race.
I'd be like Tim Robbins and sit in my basement with a shotgun and just sit there very quietly and just hope that everything goes away.
Yeah, man. That's what I would do too.
That, or I'd go up to like the Arctic. That's actually my plan against zombies and aliens. I'm like, no one wants to
go to the Arctic.
Yeah, man. Live with, you know.
Well, theoretically, if zombies invaded, you want to go to an island.
Okay, so hold on.
Okay.
We're having a ridiculous attack right now.
All right. Oh my God!
Bunch of SCVs,
I didn't see the SCVs.
Bunch of Marines. But if Parting gets up his ramp,
how many SCVs? Just go check for me.
It's a lot, man. He's sending 7. Sending 8 SCVs and tons of Marines. But there's enough Marines here to,
what is
enough
this
sentries here to just kill this off easily. He needs to actually send his SCVs home.
What is this strat?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
What is this strat? Well, don't try this at home, kids.
All right, so basically he lost like
What kind of strat is this, man?
He lost like a Zealot or 2 and a Stalker or 2 for killing 7 SCVs and like 20 Marines. I guess it did not work out. He actually, when he saw those first force fields, I feel like he just should have turned around. But right now,
I know.
This push from Parting, this crazy one-base Immortal push that he's doing that we normally see as a pressure after expand, very interesting. He's actually doing as a one-base move here.
But this is the whole fundamental problem with this. Is he has force fields.
You know, one thing I do want to point out, though, is that this build Parting did, if Finn had gone for a 1-1-1 build or something like that, this build is really good against that. Anyways, here we go, and he's actually putting himself up against the wall, so it's hard to micro. Trying to walk away now. Looks like he will lose his Immortals, most likely, and his Sentries. Parting actually going in the wrong direction here. That force field not the most
like a very useless force
impactful force field that we'll ever see, but it looks like he has enough Stalkers at this point. I feel like Parting with his excellent micro should be able to just kill off everything.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. It's like, well, if Finn loses this, he deserves it. What the hell was that strat we saw? He's like, all right.
Well, you know, if...
He's like, look, I have all these stores mining minerals, and I'm like, no, those are SCDs. He's like, no, watch this. They're going to break the force field. No, Finn, they will not.
Unfortunately, no. Well, Parting definitely has this one. We will be seeing GG in a second here.
All right, well.
Pretty impressive, man, by Parting. I have to say that build order was a good choice.
I can only imagine what Parting thought when he saw a bunch of SCDs at that phase of the game.
Yeah, well, all right, so Finn, he messed up. Let's talk, though. I mean, if Parting had done something else, like just a Robo into Expand without a lot of sentries.
Oh, look at that.
Then it could have been good, but I mean, when you go Robo, you always get sentries, so a little bit weird. I do want to point out, though, Parting's opening was really, really cool. That opening, if you're playing against a one-base all-in, it kills most of them, or, like, cripples most of them and slows them way down because you kill all the depots at the wall in, you kill up a lot of units. It's very hard to deal with 2 or 3 Immortals and some sentries early game from Protoss as a Terran on one base. But, like, let's say that he had done some crazy stupid all-in, like rushing to Stim and Raven or something.
Yeah.
Then he would have crushed that build. But Parting's build actually very smart, metagamed out very well,
all right,
and will kill a lot of things.
Finn's build, very bad. Very bad. I felt the tumor grow in my brain as I watched that battle.
Oh, no.
I think I have a brain tumor.
That would mean that if a tumor grew in your brain.
Yeah, brain tumors.
That's true.
Thanks, Finn. You gave me a brain tumor because you sent your SCVs in the weirdest time, and you didn't send a lot,
well,
so it didn't seem like it was going to be very powerful. You sent 8.
You know, again, if he had gone like a Nexus and he had like...
What do you think? He's like, I'm going to repair the Marines. No,
if he hadn't made as many units, like if he had gone Gate Robo Gate Nexus and he had like 2 sentries, 3 stalkers, and an Immortal, then that attack actually would have been good.
Yeah, but then what you do is you just ditch the expansion and you go mine in your main, and they've lost so much money because they sent all those SCVs anyways, and you just force field the ramp. It sucks. It's a terrible strat, Dan. I'm sorry. That makes no sense. See how much mining time you lose when you don't have 8 SCVs and they're going all the way across the map, and then they got to go all the way back home because... Yeah, terrible strategy. So, I'm so glad that's over with.
All right.
I'm so sorry you had to see that. But you know, Finn obviously...
Parting goes on.
Parting goes on. He deserves it.
He's in the round of 16.
Yeah.
So Finn awaits the winner of Polt and Oz. I'm feeling Polt for this next one. Polt played so well against Parting, and Oz did not really astound me like he normally does against Finn.
Oz seemed a little bit off. A little bit not as focused. All right, but we're going to find out soon. We got a little break. So, Tastes and Artosis, we'll be back here in just a little bit. Stay tuned.